I thought I would show you what we're going to be making. This is the material we're going to use. We're going to, and I'm sorry I'm having to lean over, use this sign, and we're going to use this beautiful ribbon. Let me know in the comments where you're from. Also, if you would like to see different types of wreaths, please let me know in the comments too, and I'll see if I can venture out. One of my goals for this year is to kind of change up and try to find my niche. I've tried everything. I've looked at other people's wreaths and I just haven't found what is me. So that's my main goal this year is to find a wreath that when people look at it, they'll say, oh, that's made by Debbie Bailey, Circle of Wreath. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I usually do this ahead of time before my live, but I think it's good if you're beginning to see that you need to clean up your grapevines before you get started. I don't know about your weather. I'm originally from Texas, as you can see. I grew up in Mesquite, Texas. I'll always be a Texan at heart. You'll never get me to change. And I may eventually move back to Texas. We moved to Oklahoma a few years ago. And so I'm surrounded by Sooners, and that's okay. The Sooners had their time in the limelight. Now I'm ready for my Longhorns to win. It's been a long time coming. Except I don't know about you, whenever I watch football, I do okay if it's for another team. But if it's for the team I want to win, oh my goodness, my heart rate goes up. I get so frustrated. I'm not as bad as my son-in-law. My son-in-law will get up and dance all the way around the room, hollering and shouting, and just he is your true definition of a Longhorn fan. Okay, so you can see it's cleaned up some. I'll show you again. Looks a lot better than it did. The first thing we want to do when we're doing this is we're going to lay a base for our wreath. And you start out with that, and I've got it over by using your greenery. So I'm going to start out by making my base. It's going to go around this way, and this is your variegated ficus. I'm just going to clip it right there by the base. This piece will be my longest piece. Clip it. We're going to start out with two of them. Oh, I had a squirrel brain. I forgot about that. I was talking about the weather. We're supposed to, depending on what the weather does, get between 2 to 7 inches of snow. I live in South Oklahoma. We don't usually get snow, not very often. And we don't, I mean, we get cooler weather than when I lived outside of Dallas, but we don't usually get a lot of snow. And so for them to say we're going to get up to 7 inches, that's just out of my realm. Let me know in the comments what your weather's doing. I know there's a whole bunch of us that are in this little stream. What I like to do when I'm starting out, instead of gluing right away, I like to use zip ties. So I have small zip ties just like this, and I like to get it. If you're looking at this, you want to get it when you're zipping tie, when you zip tie things, you want to get it on top of this so it doesn't fall out. So I'm going to come back up here and I'm just going to get my zip tie, put it right there over that limb, and I'm going to zip tie it in place. When you use a lot of glue on a grapevine, you eventually run out of real estate, and that makes it hard to glue your florals and stuff in. We're going to come right up here too. Next, we're going to go with this place. I'm going to go on the outside and on the inside. So again, I'm just going to slip this here. I think it's going to go up here. You see this? Uh, no, I'm going to go down here. I want it inside the grapevine. And if you work with grapevines very much, you'll notice you want to go inside. You don't want to go poke it through. And let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. When I say poke it through, you don't want to go straight in like this because it's going to be poking out on the back side. So we're going to go up now. We're going to put another one down here too because it feels kind of loose. Now we'll just clip these off. Okay, I told you I wanted to go on the inside and outside. That's just basically covering up here. So we're going to kind of bend these where they're kind of on the outside. We have some more, and we're going to go in with these a little bit farther up and a little bit farther down. So that I kind of like it draping down some. So I think we're going to go down like this. This is my favorite way. I like to have things draping. That will probably become my signature because I just love the way it looks. This one's going to come more on the inside, and this one I can cut again. So I'm going to cut right here. And we're going to come right up here on the inside. And I'm gluing some now. This one can go on the outside. How about right in there? See another zip tie right through there. If you haven't already liked and subscribed on my channel, please do so. Um, I'm working to get monetized on it. Also, I would appreciate if you would share this video. I have other how-to videos on my YouTube channel, and I would love it if you would share those for me. I'm trying to figure out where's going to look the best. I need something right here. I can already tell. Maybe if I bend it this way. When you're designing, I don't know about other designers. I like to pick out my florals and match it to my ribbon and then go from there. I kind of have an idea of what I want, but I don't know what the final product's going to look like, if that makes sense. I kind of just have an idea. This is what I want. These are the stuff I want to use. I'm going to get another one. This is my third one. So I've used three so far of the variegated ficus. I'm going to make this one too, where you can use the bow or you can take the bow off. It's just up to you what you want to do. This one's going to go right up here. If you're wondering where did I learn how to do this, it was it is, still is, in the Candy Crew, Candy's Creations. She has a group that you can join for $30 a month, and I may put that in the comments for you. And she has tutorials and videos for you. This is going to be our sign, so it's going to come over here. But before we can place our sign on it, I'm going to take off this. I'll probably just cut it off because it'll be easier, because you won't see it. You could hang it from the middle of the grapevine, but I want this to rest on the side. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put some tie, zip tie mounts on the bottom and on the side to hold it in place. This is a zip tie mount. And it's really important, I have found, to keep these from coming off. If you live in the South, it gets really hot during the summer. And so I found that if I just peel that off and use a sticky, sometimes it gets so hot that it takes it off, it still falls off. So what I like to do is get and you can see right here, I'm getting that foam backing off, and I'm going to glue directly. I'm going to use Gorilla Glue directly to my sign. Down here, here, and up here, and that will hold it. I'm measuring just to see where to put these. So the first thing I do is just go through and just add a little glue. That's there, here in the corner, and then over here. This is just going to hold them in place. So I just kind of put the zip tie or tie mount. Yes. You have to hold it for a few seconds. I'll go back and I will add um, glue around here. You want to always use Gorilla Glue, glue strings. And sometimes you get glue on the outside, but you can just go through with your knife and kind of scrape it off. Hi, I'm on. Yeah. You want to say hi? I'm live. I like it. I like your beard. I like it. He just went to the barber shop and he's growing his beard for the winter and she trimmed it up. It looks really good. Looks really good. So we're gonna let these dry. Well, while that's drying, why don't we go ahead and make our bow? Like I said, and I'm not really sure. I may just use this. I may just have one. This is Silk ribbon. I love using Silk ribbon. It holds its shape. And then I have another one over here. To me, this just looks kind of classy and elegant. And I'm going to design the wreath first, and then we'll come back and we'll add our bow. So to make your bow, you can use an easy bow maker, or you can do like I'm doing. You want to take your ribbon, and I'm not going to have it, I'm going to just have just a plain bow. I don't want to have anything fancy. I want it to be simple and I want it to be elegant. Here's the back part. All I'm doing is pinching the ribbon together. See if I can get close. This is very stiff ribbon, so it's hard to see. And what you're going to have to do is just kind of twist it. See how I twisted it? Now I come up with the top piece on top, pinching it together. This is stiff ribbon, but it holds its shape. There we go. We're going to twist it again and bring this piece back over. See, I twist it again, then I'm going to bring this piece back up. Pinching it together loosely. I hold it loosely between these fingers. And now I can just work with my ribbon. See, I don't want a long tail. I just want it to be short. And I like that. So what I do next is I get my zip tie. I measure like this. You have to kind of play with your ribbon to get it to do what you want to do. And we're just going to have that. So I'm just going to cut it down here. And I like the way this is rolled up here. So I want to make sure I cut it long enough so that we can roll it up. And put it over here. So I just take it and I'll probably add some glue to it later on once I try it in place. So this is going to be our bow. It's going to go right up here. Okay, it's going to be removable. I'm going to take pictures of it with the bow, and I'll take pictures of it without the bow. So now our sign, our glue is dried. So now we're going to make our sign. Whenever you're designing a wreath, you want to start with your base, and then you want to start with your biggest elements that you're going to put on your wreath. And go through your grapevine. You don't want to go around it. You see what I'm talking about going through your grapevine. On this one, you could probably go around it if it's not going to lay right, but we're going to see. So this is going to run through this one right here. And connect to this one. I'm sorry, I'm having to stand in front. I'm going to leave it loose right now because I don't want to pull it so tight that I can't adjust it once I get it over top. I'm sorry, I'm in your way. I'll scoot out of your way in just a second. Here's my second one. And I'll probably add some more glue to it to secure it. I have one more spot. I want to secure it to the grapevine. This is the hardest part if you've already turn it over so you can see better. I can see better. There. There we go. This one a little bit more. There, it's a little bit more secure now. I'll come back later and I may add some glue, but I don't know if I really want to add glue to the sign. and the grapevine. We'll just see how it's hanging and go from there. So we have our second, our really our biggest element. So next we're going to go in with our peonies. Well, these are not peonies, these are roses. These are the cottage roses, I think. I'm going to cut them off and count them so I can place them out. One, two, three, five. So this is just going to kind of be a what I call a dry run. Put it up here. I want it kind of sticking out because I'm going to have other greenery and other florals that I put behind it. And we want it just kind of hanging naturally. So I think I'm going to put this one right here. So we'll go here in the center. Like I said, I'm just kind of doing a dry run. This one's going to kind of come up here. We have one more, which will probably go right here. Not like leaves in front of it. So let's see if we can go underneath there. I have some white roses too that I'm going to go in with white florals and some pink. This is some of my filler here that I'm going to go in with along with some of this, some eucalyptus. So before I glue those, I'm going to step back and just kind of look. I know it looks kind of naked now, but that's okay. We'll fill in with it. So I think I like that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to commit to our roses. And again, remember what I said, you want it to go along with your grapevine. You don't want it to go through. So you want it kind of going down and easier if I just use my gun. Okay. As I was looking through this one, I kind of see the stem, but that's okay because it's going through the grapevine. And I think I want to cut it off some. Let's go in with some of this greenery. I've just ordered some greenery from Sam's Designs. I can't wait to get it because it's a really good greenery. We may go in with some of this. I kind of like this, and it's different greenery. So I have one, two, three, four stems of this, and I have two of these. And what I'm talking about is filler. Is I like the leaves. This is a good filler for it. So I can come in. You always want to cut your stems on an angle. I'm going to come in over here with this. And we'll come in at the top of the ficus. And maybe up like this. Come here. Come here. So people can see you. Come here. Toby, come here. Isn't that pretty? I love that little green. Mike, will you come here for a second? I'm just kind of fluffing them out. And it looks like you're kind of far away. Let me see if I get you a little bit closer. How that is. That's a little bit better. Again, I'm going in as a dry run. So there's, well, should have one more. One, two, no, I have four there. I have another one here. So I used all those on the top. We're going to use this one on the bottom. I'll list the tags in the comments if I can comment on it. I can once someone else comments. I'm going to cut these off. It's already looking really pretty. I bought these from Jam's Designs and Supply Company. She has awesome florals. I'll put a link to, so if you want to buy some of these and duplicate it, you can. Mike, we're going to put this one on the outside. Continue to go up and then we'll go down. But remember, I'm just doing a dry run. kind of see what it looks like. Let's split it over this rose. One coming over here. And this one coming right here. Again, you always just want to fluff out your flowers. I'm gonna have to be glued. I'm gonna have to commit on this one. Now I'm gonna step back and kind of look at it. That one I think needs to come. I'm not sure. I like that one. Let's go ahead and commit on these. You have to lift up your leaves whenever you're doing this, and you have to get down low. But we want it to go underneath this rose. We're gonna get right there. I'm cutting it on angles so it'll go back in a little bit easier. Here, got it that time. See if I can just kind of glue them with a glue gun. And our bow's going to go right here whenever we do it. Okay. I like the wispy. I guess that's what they call this. This. I have a few white roses. I wish I had some of those, but I don't. I think they're called black-eyed Susans. I'm not real sure what they're called. And I don't know if I'm going to use a white rose or not. I can look at it. I don't like that. I like some of this other stuff in there. You go pull out some of it. This came from Amazon. Last year we had our 50th wedding anniversary, and my daughters gave us a surprise anniversary party. And this is some of the stuff she had decorating the tables. It was really pretty. It was so sweet. We have the very best kids. We have the very best grandkids. Oh, I'm going to use some of this, and this is what I'm going to use as my filler to go in. Ooh, isn't that pretty? It's turning out really pretty. Here, until I have a place right here. I know a lot of the designers are going to market in Dallas this week. Feel kind of bad for them because, like I said, I'm originally from Dallas, and Dallas is like Oklahoma. You don't get a lot of winter weather, and they're included with us. They're only 2 hours from here. So um, they're included to get some of this snow that's going around. Can you tell what I'm doing? I'm looking and just kind of filling in some of the bare spots. Oh no. that on my flower. I got it off. Yay. That doesn't always work out that way. And again, I'm pressing this down into the grapevine. My glue strings off of it. As I'm putting stems in, I'm going this way. And now here in the center, I'll start going up. So this will come up this way. Got my ficus leaves. More of this over there. I need some more right in there. I think this will probably be enough. We'll see. We're not going to glue that one yet. Okay. Now I have these, which I think are very delicate. We're going to trim them down. I wish they were pushers, but they're not. but that's okay. We could even make two out of this. I think that's what we're going to do. We'll try it. When I say make two, I'm just cutting the stem in short. I go to the very top of the stem at the bottom and then just clip it. So right there is where I clipped it. And so now I have two. I really like that. Adds just a little bit of delicate to it and it lightens it up some. I'm going to come over here and I have some more. Again, I'm cutting it in two pieces. So we're going to come through here. Make sure it connects with the grapevine. Oops. Came off. That's okay. We just add a little glue to it and put it back on. I'm not quite sure where this is going to go. Maybe on the outside. Maybe this one's longer. Whenever you're having stuff to hang down, sometimes you have to go and add a pick to it for it to reach your grapevine. I don't have a pick machine, so I just use my green floral picks. Maybe one of these days I'll get one, and all I do is just wrap it around it like this and then glue it and let it dry. Let's step back and see what it looks like. It looks so springy. It looks kind of Eastery to me. Easter will be here before we know it. But I wanted to do something because I know a lot of you are like I am. Wreaths are so expensive. So you want to use them more than just one season. You want to be able to use it maybe for several seasons. And so that's why I thought this could go on your door for a Valentine wreath. And then you could use it all spring, even into the summer if you wanted to. I have these pretty white flowers or the pink ones. I have so much pink. Let's see what some of these would look like. These I bought from Michael's because they say Ashland on them. Let's just quit one and see. Here. Well, my whole stem came off. Just stuck in the grapevine. Over there, got it. Let's trim him off. And so these won't come off. We're going to add a little bit of glue to them. Okay. I like the way that kind of dangles down. You're watching, let me know what you think. If you watched me before, you know this is where I just get so frustrated, but I just don't know if I like it. It's not like that. I think if it was just like that, it would be pretty, but I don't have that one, so I don't think we're going to use it. I have this down there, so I think I need some up here and up. You always save whatever you're doing your base with, always save some so you can add to it. Okay, you can come over here and add some more, or maybe right through here is where I need it. Here, I like that. I'm just lifting the leaves up to get to the grapevine. See that rose. I don't know if I even need it. All right. Put one here. And we are about done, friends. Have this one left over. I think we're just going to put it up there. I'm gonna need some of this right through here. Roses where you can see them. Yeah, we was really big here. Whenever I use a stick, after I glue it, I just wrap it with floral tape. This one wanted to come right through here. Okay, there you go. You get all these up. Thought I had notifications turned off, but maybe I didn't. All right, friends. Oh, let me show you the back. I need to take off this tag. This is what I'm talking about right here. You see that stem? I'll have to come and cut that off because I want it to go parallel to my grapevine so that this right here doesn't happen. And I need to cut those off. But we'll do that later. Oh, here it is without the bow. Here it is with the bow. And I'll probably have to work with that flower whenever I put it on. Let's do it right here. There we go. So I'll take pictures of both of them and I'll post them and see what you think. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. And if you like what you see, or if you like this design, please share it on YouTube. And you can go to my Facebook and my Instagram and all of my social media sites. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a very blessed day. Stay safe with all this weather coming in.